SEP versus Simple versus 401k. What plan should you choose in 2025? We have three main types of defined contribution plans for smaller employers, most of whom are for-profit. This actually works for not-for-profits as well. Okay, now then, what are they?
SEP, simple, 401k,
correct.
raw.
Now then, a SEP is referred to as a simplified employee pension plan. A simple IRA is a savings incentive match plan for employees. I have no idea nobody ever calls it that. And of course, well, we know the 401k. Well, the 401k is our tried and true. Now then, do SEPs have employee or employer contributions only? Didn't mean to stump you here, babe.
We have employer ones, right?
Correct.
Because, yeah.
The employer, yes. So SEPs are employer contributions only. Their limits are very simple. They are the lesser of 25% of employees' net earned income or compensation, or $70,000, whichever is lower. There is no catch up. So now then, what is the contribution limit for a simple, we're talking 2025?
$16,500 and a $3,500 catch-up.
Right, and so that is for anybody born in 1975 or before. They get an extra $3,500. The employer contributions are 2% for everybody or a 3% match. Those are the only choices. Now then, 401k plans. What are the 401k plan limits? They're a little bit more complicated.
Well, for next year especially, because,
Yeah,
the longer things go, the more complex they get.
Yeah, they got your
so, $23,500 for everybody.
Right.
$7,500 catch-up for some of the people. And
born 1975 or before.
And then for a select few, it's $11,250.
Instead of the $7,500.
Right. And that's what for the
people who are, let's just do it this way. If you're 60, 61, 62, or 63 years old in 2025, your catch-up is $11,250, not $7,500. You get an extra $3,750. Now then, is the compensation limit the same for all of these?
Looks like it.
Yes, it is. So now we want to figure out who wants a SEP or a simple. A SEP is best for a self-employed person with no partner or employees who is under 50 years old, no catch-up, is making in excess of $280,000 and only wants pre-tax contributions. I call these the Three Musketeers plan, all for one and one for all. Because if you do have a partner or you do have an employee who is eligible for the contribution, they're getting essentially the same rate as you. Now then, why am I talking about under 50 and making over $280,000 who only want pre-tax contributions?
Oh, because it changes with the data points changing.
Well, yeah, okay. So there's no catch-up. So if you're under 50, the total contribution amount is the same, okay? If you're making over 280, okay, you can't put any more in with a SEP or a simple, and you're under 50, okay? But the important part there is if you're making less than $280,000, you can put in a larger contribution in a 401k plan than in a SEP because of how the limits work, all right? And then also, 401k plans have Roth, simple, SEPs are pre-tax only. All right, who's good for a simple?
A smaller firm who's unsure about how much employees want to contribute.
Right.
Firms who want to limit the employer contribution and not to be undone, not for-profits with employees who will only defer well below the limit.
Correct. Okay, so very often we get a call from a 3 or 4 person not-for-profit. They've got a couple of employees making $40,000, $50,000 a year, and they would like to have some kind of retirement plan for them. Statistically speaking, most of these people are only going to defer about $3,000 or $4,000, and at best, the employer has 2% to give them for an employer contribution. A 401k plan does not make sense in that situation for a lot of reasons. Maybe that's a whole different video, but just, can I say trust me? Trust me, as simple is going to be better off for those smaller plans with
the cost to benefit ratio.
The cost to benefit, you got low annual flow, you got low per person account balances. It just doesn't it doesn't speak 401k plan. It's definitely as simple. Now then, Katherine, your favorite part of the show. What makes 401k plans better in 2025? I think we've got a long list. So many things. Too many things. You need two hands. Okay.
You need two hands because there's
you don't
loans,
need mine.
there's hardships, they're ERISA protected, you have pre-tax and Roth, which I don't know if that's two things or one thing. Tax credits, discretionary employer contributions can be paired with a cash balance plan.
And we said tax credits twice, so only 2 tax credits once. I got a little tax happy. I got a little tax credit happy.
I didn't say that last one yet.
No,
it's written there, but I didn't say it.
You didn't say it, did you? Thank you very much.
I held the line.
All right. So you've got more ways to take money out of a 401k plan than you do a SEP or a simple. You've got more ways to put money into a 401k plan than a SEP or a simple. And the tax credits work a lot better because there's expenses, okay? People like the simple because there's, no compliance cost. Well, your tax credit's not gonna be very much. But anyways, so now then, if you wanna see how much you can save when starting a new 401k plan, please go to our tax credit calculator on our website using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Come on. Like, subscribe, hit the button, tell your friends and neighbors, tell the people you don't like. You gotta ring the bell. We never say ring the bell. Why don't we say ring the bell? Ring the bell. Okay, and please don't forget to keep those cards and letters coming.
Toodaloo.